The next thing you want to consider going down the checklist is life insurance, right? Now, a question often asked is, do I really need life insurance? And as I've been stating all along, there is no one size fits all answer, right? One big expense is, your final expenses, your funeral expenses. Like when you pass, your loved ones are going to have to deal with those expenses, and they include, and according to some, I'm in Maryland, so this DMV area, according to some local funeral home directors that I've spoken to, the average cost of a funeral can be more than $15,000, right? And then you add on to that, if there's a vault for burial, that adds even more. And I mean, if you're, talking about all the other accoutrements, that can be associated with a funeral, like doves and, police escorts and all the things, right? Plus, right? And there are also some debts, right? If you have some debts, your estate, it's your estate's responsibility to pay off those debts, like when you die, and that's part of the probate process. Now, as a result, those debts may reduce the assets that remain available to your heirs or for your heirs. And then the last thing, but not the only thing, these are just examples, are final income taxes. The government is going to require payment of any back taxes you owe, plus any taxes owed in the year of your death. And during the probate process, your personal representative, or alone or working with the assistance of a tax professional, will prepare a final tax return, right? That's not submitted to the court, but it is important to be able to tidy up and close the estate properly, just to make sure that nothing is kind of hanging out there and owed, and your heirs can receive what you intend for them without fear of the government coming back saying, hey, you owe us X amount in back taxes. You don't want that. So life insurance, going back to the topic of this section, can help you cover those costs, as well as provide a source of funds for beneficiaries to meet those obligations, without having to tap into that estate bucket, right, of resources. And it can be, especially life insurance can be useful, especially if the estate has real estate or other assets that you can't easily liquidate, or convert to cash. Now, if you choose, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this, if you choose to self-fund, meaning that you have enough in savings to cover all of these costs and have plenty of left over for your beneficiaries without the need of a life insurance policy. Should you still get one? That is a question for you to discuss with, say, someone like a certified financial planner and or a tax professional, right? But definitely something worth mentioning, because, as I always say, estate planning really it's a team effort. You're going to have people like your CFPs, other financial planners, tax advisors, and of course, estate planning attorneys involved, providing you with valuable input for you to make educated, informed decisions about your particular estate plan.